All right, this is a shot in the dark. I don't know if this will have an audio. If we'll see, Mike. Obviously, missed from way back, or I don't know. Makes me feel like getting out the Five Finger hoodie though. I have mixed stories and feelings on Five Finger. I was privileged enough to work in a little tiny club that Five Finger played right before they blew up. Well, I mean, they were big. They were too big to play the club, and they played the club anyway, so cool. They kept that. They did that. 2-night stand. They're rock stars. I'll just give them that. You know, they were the lasting memory was a lot different if you worked at the club than if you bought tickets to the show. So, all respect to everyone who digs Five Finger, and some of their songs are cool, really cool. So, let's check this out and see. That tone, that sound, I know that is so, that's the core of what they do, right? I think a lot of songs got that same kind of feel. I respect, sounds good. Sounds like a little morally gray to me, playing on, the wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell. You'd have to find a way to justify that down in the comments. It seems good, but harm is sort of always a part of the left-hand path. So it's tough. It's tough. It's a tough one. Theft. I would use the Mark Passio rules on theft. Every crime, every wrong is a theft. From theft of property, security, dignity. It's all theft. And if you could justify any theft, then you commit harm. It's tough. I'm not always right. I'm totally wrong. I'm totally on the wrong side of heaven. I just don't believe in a righteous side of hell. Right or wrong, I can hardly tell. I'm on the wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell. The wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell. I heard from God today, and she sounded just like me. What have I done, and who have I become? I saw the devil today, and he looked a lot like me. I looked away, I turned away, arms wide open, I stand alone. I'm no hero, and I'm not made of stone. Right or wrong, I can hardly tell. There's the problem. Right or wrong, he can hardly tell. Well, that's, there would be the dilemma. Hey, I'm not. I'm only here for shits, giggles, and fun, so I'm not going to debate that one. I don't think it's tough, but I personally, it's not for my place to say. By, yes, I know, Poncho. Come on, buddy, come here. Come on. There we go, good boy. All right. You don't get much. Get the top of the head. This is not Pablo. But I can't even explain. Almost all the behaviors the dog had, they were about the cat. He's like a different dog now that he's the only animal. And it's actually pretty good. I miss my cats, but... if I was on the righteous side of hell, I would only celebrate the dog's success. And if I believed in a wrong side of heaven, I probably wouldn't regret missing my kitties and having to do it, So, just to tie it all together. Yeah, not sure there's a wrong side of heaven. I'd say the people that use the idea of heaven for any wrong interpretation would go, yeah. I don't believe in a resort in the clouds anyways, so I think the whole idea of heaven is you go and you bow down for all eternity because that's what the book says. I don't think there's any clouds, harps. I don't think the dog's waiting for you. And I can't comprehend what a disembodied spirit would seem like, so I stopped putting any human ideas on the thing. I always kind of figured the human heavenly intertwine was a product of the Renaissance and not... if we're going to get technical, you'd have to talk about the big eye angels and the wheels and all that stuff. Not what Greek and Roman art interpreted it as, right? I know what the big wheel, seraphim and all that... It's so much more complicated than people taking their own little bit of mythology and going, it means this. Really, morally gray is cool as long as it's got a heavy beat. I don't agree with that, but the song's badass for the people who like this kind of badass shit, right? Don't know right and wrong. Maybe all that weaponry on that person could be used to defend them against anybody. Not just the darkness and evil of the world. Maybe they're ready to bomb the wrong side of heaven. Huh. And I'm not made of stone. Right or wrong, I can hardly tell. I'm on the wrong side of heaven. Yeah. And the righteous side of hell. I'm on the wrong side of heaven. And the righteous side. Righteous side of hell. I'm not defending, downward descending, falling further and further away, getting closer every day. Closer every day. Arms wide open, I stand alone. I don't know if I cared for that. I don't know. Do they do that on the stage? That little, whatever the hell that was. I actually think the song is really cool. If it wasn't for my total desire to dick around with the ideas, I get behind this one. No kind of spoken word in it so far. I'm just not a big Five Finger fan. I'm a really big fan of the hoodie. It's like Cannibal Corpse. I don't listen to Cannibal Corpse at all. I wear the hoodie 5 out of 7 days a week. It's a cool ass shirt. Even with everything I said, I'd wear that concert shirt nonstop. Look around. Of course I would. But I could do the same thing I did for the song to my background. And we constantly talk about that, right? There's occult symbols in my background everywhere. So if I see them in a side, like, hey, it's there, it's there, it's there. It doesn't matter. Well, it does. It does because it's kind of the core of what's gone on since the beginning. The song itself is pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm just not a huge Five Finger Death Punch fan. So, I love the art. I think the song is good. Don't get me wrong. Every day, I stand alone. I'm no hero, and I'm not made of stone. Right or wrong, I can hardly tell. I'm on the wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell. The wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell. The wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell. Still good. It's not bad. Not bad. For real. I mean, I think the song was, the hook especially, super good. We'll see what happens with this. It's, at least I understand now, and it makes sense. I would follow the link to the original and give love to the band. I'm not trying to take away from the band at all. Working that show was a hell of an experience. And I've never been in a small club that full. So, to their own credit, they filled the place. They were on the hot up, and they were the hottest ticket. And the club ended not too long after the show. It all gets bittersweet, right? So, I mean, nothing wrong with it. I think the title itself there, Wrong Side of Heaven, Righteous Side of Hell, deserves a little attention from everything I've said from the beginning of the channel till now. But all that being said, pretty badass tune. Awesome art. I mean, like I say, I'm not hating. I'm really not. All right. We'll be back with more.